How are you?
I'm easy. How are you?
Yellow. I'm good.
Bye.
Have you been?
Oh God.
I'm quite hungry. I had to leave the house to go get some supplies for the house.
It is supplies. It's food stuff. No one calls them supplies.
So
no one calls them supplies. It's
so
only
if I'm getting a bunch of things, I'm getting soap, I'm getting food. It's not just food. So it's just supplies for the house. What are supplies? I can hear myself chew because I have earphones on.
I can't hear you chew.
Oh, perfect. Well, so
but
now
I can hear you. But okay, I can't hear you now. It's like
and now
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Because I want you to.
So
what's going on? I see you're just drinking vodka. Must be nice.
It is water. Who has time to drink vodka? Say Corona. Wait, we are taking care of ourselves. Tukitoka tunachoma.
Say thought Sisonko said isn't it throat sanitizers? If you want to sanitize your throat.
No, Sai, we're very fine. Tunakunywa tu maji. Wakifunga hizo milango tunachoma.
Let me tell you. Corona is already a crisis. I think we should drink beer and save water. We don't want to have another water crisis. Okay.
The way you think sometimes, it just baffles me, by the way.
It's called immaculate thinking. Anyway.
No, that's dumb thinking. Like, what the hell?
That's why I'm smart.
I'm not even disputing this hour.
Anyway, so yeah, having an apple, drinking some water. So what's happening? You had something so dear to you to discuss.
So deep, bruh. You mean it's not like I was gonna die if we didn't discuss? Oh my God. Listen.
You're freezing.
We're gonna talk about really?
I can see.
So we're gonna talk about this, like everyone has been seeing what's been happening from this Tecra, what's their name?
Muigai.
Yeah. Muigai.
I don't know, but yeah. Actually, I told you.
Is it Muigai or Mungai? I think it's Muigai.
You're the one online. Like I literally know about.
I think it's Muigai. It is Muigai. Then moving on to this whole Willis situation. Yeah, Annalisa's baby sister, and also this whole Willis thing. Like
and
the way
thing as well.
Yes, no, maybe we can slide that one in also. But if you've noticed how these stories have been breaking and how people have been handling, I feel like it's time we really just like understood, like apart from how we are used to receiving news, I feel like there's a way a media personnel is supposed to break news and how they're supposed to discuss such news.
So basically,
compared to how we've seen it being handled.
Basically, how media should handle a crisis.
Yes, we can say that, but mostly I feel entertainment because when it comes to the major stuff, at least I feel like they know how to do their thing compared to media. I mean, compared to entertainment, where it's like, and at this point where we have social media, everybody is a media personnel in their own way. So you get news, you want to be the first one to release, you don't even have proper facts and stats about it. Yeah. You're gathering information from any Tom, Dick, Harry, and boom, sliding it in your article, or you're talking about it on your videos. And I don't know, like there's an article I saw yesterday posted by Cyprian. And the caption under the picture was this the late Tecra and this guy, and he was like, oh, Tecra and her slave trade looking old. I'm like, Okay,
looking old. I don't understand. Like, what was on the picture?
This guy, you've already seen how this guy looks like, right?
No, which guy?
Tecra's husband. You've not seen how he looks?
No, I don't think I don't even know what Tecra looks like.
Well, let's not even go far. Let me just get.
Okay, so
like
so
1-2-1-2.
As you get that,
homie is old. Like he is. Like I'm talking old. Old.
How old is Tecra?
She could be my age. She
Yeah,
could be my age.
I mean, her choice.
That's not the problem. This the guy. He's like, this the dude.
That's an African king. Look at him. Beautiful beard.
Listen, but he is old. Like he's like 51. If I'm not, he could be like, he's like 51. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying,
let me tell you,
like, regardless of whether he's old or young, I feel like there's a way to just, talk about things. Like, what do you mean? Oh, slave trade, like that was uncalled for.
So, let's differentiate mainstream media platforms and individuals, because let's be very honest.
True.
Because of social media and the information breaking to everyone at the same time, we cannot ignore the fact that we have a lot of madmen who have access to keyboards.
True.
People who could actually fit the criteria for people who are admitted in Mathare Hospital. We have a lot of those who have phones and they have internet. So
it's true.
So how so it's not possible for us to really filter what 40 million people want to do with their phones and the information they have. And of course there's the stupid people who just, for clout, they want to be the first people, like you said, to break news and all that. So I think I'll leave that aside because that is a lot of bullshit. And I hope we keep calling such people out, and I hope we stop empowering those people. Because think about it. It's the ordinary people or the other people who empower those people. It's the people who retweet those conversations. It's the people who share the information. So we empower them. That means we give them what they want and they'll keep feeding us with bullshit. So I want to focus on proper media channels because I feel they have a responsibility. You know what I mean? And away from the bloggers and the who said who and the who did what. Those never end.
True.
I think one, I wanna definitely pass my condolences to the family and everyone else who was directly affected. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
But I think if we had to talk about crisis management, especially in entertainment media, where everybody feels they can talk about anything at whatever time, then I would say it would take me back to the main responsibility of the media. As the entertainment platforms, I expect these platforms to be number one, truthful, like very truthful. Then they have to be very responsible in how they address any type of crisis within our community of entertainment. And by doing so, I think they have to keep the communication as open as possible, and they have a big responsibility in making sure that they validate any information they post. So they should never...
like for this situation, it was very unfortunate that even the mainstream media didn't bother to get like accurate information. The only thing that was posted was like Tecra's passed away from a tragic accident.
Yeah.
The media takes this story and they insert car accident.
What was the cause of death?
A tragic accident. From what what's this guy? What's his name? Robert Alai. He says he followed up on the story, and the story is that she fell from her house in Lamu. But the mainstream media was circulating that it was a car accident, and
they're not even cars in Lamu. They're not cars in Lamu.
Thank you.
So they've never
even the boy. No, but it's so unfortunate that you have to, like, she had to correct the media. Like, she was like, just because it's an accident, that doesn't mean it's a car accident. Like who said car?
That's very unfortunate. And I think
exactly.
And I think that brings me to because I already said they have to be very truthful in how they report. They have to validate, because The only reason why mainstream media has a muscle and people, even corporates, spend a lot of money in mainstream media is because we expect as a mainstream media platforms, you
To
create
be very
relations.
accurate and truthful.
You
It's
create
true.
relations. So use your relations to make sure that you have the most accurate information. Most
True.
mainstream media platforms have reporters and other people who feed them information from the ground. They have someone.
Yeah.
Something happened in Homa Bay, you see someone reporting. Remember, like the guy who was being bashed for his English because he was reporting something in Moranga on Citizen TV. They have people on ground. So can you use your network and can you use the resources to make sure that your information is credible as possible? Because you have a responsibility to stop falling for social media pressure. Oh, everyone on Twitter is talking about it. How come we haven't told the story?
Broken the story, exactly.
I want to be able to go to a mainstream media platform and validate if a story is true or false.
True or false.
But when I can't differentiate Nyakundi and
between and like what's the point?
You know, I'm confused. So I agree with you, and I think sorry, there's just one more thing that I think I would add. In terms of crisis, the best that mainstream media can do is to make sure that they provide us with helpful information.
Yeah, like there's some information, honestly, sometimes we don't need.
Exactly. There's information I don't need. So if there's a crisis happening, even whether it's in showbiz, then I want to go to a mainstream media platform and I can get helpful information that can help me. I don't want to see propaganda all over my Instagram and Twitter and still go get propaganda on the platform. It's
true.
So if you ask me, I would say those are really big responsibilities that mainstream media has to adjust to. Because this social media pressure that most of them fall into, and they end up just wanting to break stories. And if you don't have the juice of the story, don't break it. Simple.
No, I feel like, and it's so unfortunate. That's why, like, if you compare Kenya, rather Africa. Okay, let me just say Kenya and how other, like main social media, whatever, like let's say the TMZs, the shade rooms and whatnot, like as much as their tabloids and all that stuff, their information is accurate to the core. Like as much as it's mainstream, just because you don't have the facts, that doesn't mean you should not break a story. Even if you break the story last, it has to be credible. Factual. It has to be, like just don't give me because you need to break a story. Like for example, the Willis Raburu situation. So I don't know who got these photos of some Rwandese girl and just started circulating that, oh, this is the girl that Willis is currently with. Mainstream media picked up on that story. Boom, boom, this is the girl, this is the girl, this is the girl. This girl comes out and she's like, first of all, I'm not even Ugandan, I'm Rwandese. Number 2, I don't even stay in Kenya, I'm in Rwanda. Number 3, I don't even know this guy.
Never seen him.
So everyone is like, okay, so what's true, what's not?
Yeah, I think at this point, if I owned a mainstream media platform or any sort of platform, what I would do is I would have all my employees go through a crisis management training. You know, this thing, crisis management, is a whole thing. It's a whole course. Like there's actually people who study how to do these things, you know. So I think we have to find a way to train our personalities on how to handle any type of crisis, whether in showbiz or not. And there's things, you know, and even the person who speaks on behalf of these media channels, whether they do so but through social media, whether they're the people who tweet or make those posts, or it's the people who are on the microphone, or the people on our screens, or the people on our radio. All these people speak and we assume they represent these media houses. Well, sometimes they represent their own views, but most of the time, if they're presenting a crisis, we expect them that they've been trusted by these platforms to represent them in reporting this crisis. So can we have these people also trained on crisis management? You know what I mean? Can they be trained?
No, but and that's why it just boils down. it boils down to the conversation that we had the other time, and I was telling you, like right now, times are very different because the things that we used to be focused on, like back in the day, you wouldn't find a proper mainstream station giving info just because it's giving information. It had to be with proper, you understand? And right now we're just worried about numbers, views, retweets, and all that nonsense. And what you're giving is total BS. Like for what?
Hashtag Githeri Media. I hate using that word.
There you go.
But I hate using it. And I hate, because as someone who likes media, I hate seeing the media being treated as an enemy, but I just can't help with the bullshit that
and to side, because
you know what I mean?
That?
Because we should never be in a point where we have to choose between social media and mainstream media. That is fucked up.
That's true.
You know, and that is super fucked up. And also, I just wonder how people are built. How do people have the courage to open their own private Twitter accounts or Instagram accounts and start posting pictures of someone they do not know? That this is Willis. Oh my God.
Like I told you, for clout, you will do anything.
I just think about Willis, man. This guy, he just lost a baby the other day. We don't even know if this story is credible. You know, whether
apparently it is credible.
But whether they divorced because
I feel like everything else, like that's sometimes, and also which brings me to another thing. The media should also know when to draw the line.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we understand people are thirsty for information. People really want to dive into people's lives, but
can you be human
first? To draw the line.
Can you be a human being first?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Know where to draw the line.
Like I won't lie to you, man. I have very interesting jokes about the whole Willis situation, but this is not. You know what I mean?
No, me too. But
this is just the wrong time, man. So
maybe in like 5 months,
I'll
can sit and crack.
Until when I know he's in a good space and maybe at a personal level.
It's not even about knowing. Like, that's what you're just taught. Like, timeliness is everything. Like, right now, like you just said, it's not the time.
Let me tell you,
even in 5 months, it might not be the time. But right now, it's so fresh.
Stop jumping on things you have no idea. Also, how difficult is it for people to just mind their own business?
It's very difficult, especially it's very difficult, especially if you're trying to really put us in your life, brother. We will be there. We will be digging dig. Just because I have an Instagram account doesn't mean now you start digging in my life. You know, it's like a few months ago. I was reading some blogs that had some fake information about me. But I'm like, you actually pay to have a blog, and you can't even do basic research. Because just you need to understand, your situation is very different because you're still, like you're out there, but you're not really out there. So getting information about you is a bit, you understand?
And that's
compared to Willis, who we literally have a track record. Like if we start Googling Willis, we can start from Sijui when, and we will get this, that, and the other.
So anyway,
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, altogether. I get it. But I'm sorry even for the situation with Willis. Honestly, I can't wait to make those jokes. I'm saving them.
You're the worst.
I'm just being honest. I'm saving this joke.
You're the worst.
So I'm still on my social media break. So maybe when I get back, I'll be able to do some digging. But maybe guys can let us know what they think. When is it? How do you know it's the right time to talk about some sensitive issues? I think guys can let us know what they think.
Actually.
Let us know when is the right time to talk about an issue. Like an issue.
No, I don't even feel so. Like, not really when is the right time, because if a story is new, of course, timeliness, that's when you have to break a story. But to what length are you really supposed to go about this story? Especially if it's very sensitive. Like it involves, like death, breakups, things like those. Like how far should you go when discussing such a story?
Okay, true.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mariah and I are just two brilliant idiots for some reason. So those are our own opinions. You guys have a say also. Let us know what you think in the comment sections below. You know, but in the famous words of Willis, "Wa baby," I go by that. On social media handles, she's
Wa baby.
_Mariah.
Wa baby. We're out, bro. We're out.